Hi guys, Evan here again, and I'm bringing you back another game review. Well, today I want to do, we all heard about that Atlus bankrupt, so yeah, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna throw into the Shin Megami Tensei series that I'm gonna go over today, which are really good games. They're up there with Dragon Quest and uh Final Fantasy as well. So it was up there back in the day with those two titles, and they're really popular. And right now, my recording session is taking place in my living room. So okay, well, I'm gonna get started back in 1986 or 7. These games were based off of a novel, and after the novel was popular, people they began making a game off of it, and they call it Megami Tensei, the Digital Devil Story. And the game got a lot of hype. Then they made a sequel, Shin Megami Megami Tensei Digital Devil Story 2, which that was a overhead view game. But well, these games were in first person view, and I never really played them. I really wish I could play the English translations of these, but they're very hard games, yes. But anyway, these games went through a movie as well, which came out, which was an animation adaptation towards the game. The first movie was based on the game, and they came out with a second movie later in the 90s called well, it was based on the manga that came out around the time before that movie came out. There was a manga based on the Megami Tensei series and stuff. But later on, Megami changed its name to Shin Megami. It didn't change the name, but it made a sequel from the game and then called it Shin Megami Tensei. Shin Megami Tensei was the same thing, but it was a sequel from the actual game when it first released. And as well, SMT1 also got a sequel, which we also got Shin Megami Tensei 2, Super Famicom actually. So Megami Tensei and Megami Tensei 2 were also released in the bundle, where you can play the both games for the Super Famicom now in remastered, and it had a lot of good content where they had a lot of save point features in the game. I thought that was pretty nice, but I never played those. The only ones out of the SMT games I played was Shin Megami Tensei 1, 2, and 3. I played those, as I said, 1 and 2. It was a burnt Dreamcast game that my friend copied and went and borrowed over the summer. And I played it. Took me over 2 months to beat those 2 games, so they were great. Then I began to move on to completing the third game in the series. And so far so good. The third game is the best one, I think. So these are my games from the series. So the first one I'll start out with in the series of Shin Megami Tensei, before I even got into the deep series of the game. This is the first game I played. This is Persona 4. A friend of mine in my anime and manga club in school, he recommended this game to me. And he's like, if you love anime a lot, and if you're a big fan of it, play this. Well, I mean, he had his backpack, and I'm like, oh, okay. So I took it home the next day, that day after school, and I played it. And the game started really great. I like how it was a nice dungeon crawler. I love how you can just go back to the dungeons and open the chest again, and just take it. uh, it was a nice way that I could actually get more. I can get armor and sell the armor off to get big money and stuff. And I beat this game like a good 4 times, maybe. It's that dang good. And after playing this one, I played the third game, Persona 3. And this one was more expensive. This was a gift to me for making good grades in school. Uh, I had a very funny moment where when I was in the car and when my mom and brother was in the car, he was driving. I was like, "Oh, so it was like, oh, how was your school?" I'm like, "Oh, it was cool. It was great." So I was like, they're like, "Was it great?" I was like, "Yeah, it was cool." They just handed me a bag. What about it? Was it this great? And it was a bag. And it was. I opened the bag. I started screaming, hollering, because I got this game in the bag. I was like, yeah, and I'm like, and a bunch of people looking at me weird. I'm like, yeah, who gives a fuck? if I'm excited because I got Persona 3 for the PS2, and this was more longer than 4. I think this game's more longer than Persona 4 because this game, I think the story was way darker in this game than Persona 4. I like the story better in this game more than 4. I'm like 4 was good, but it's my favorite. But I like this one a lot. I like how I like how they got the tower, where the tower is like tall, and you go inside of it, and it's a nice little dungeon crawler. You go up as how many high on the tower you get to. You stop there. Until you stop there, you wait whatever how many days till the full moon comes, and then you just go and slay that evil shadow, and you proceed more on the tower. It was really great. I enjoyed it. I spent like 130 hours in that game anyway. And later, when I was Black Friday shopping with my friend, I picked up the first Persona. I was never quite, I quite never got into this game. I tell you what, I just never couldn't. And that tossed out of the way. And that's when, for the following Christmas, I received this. And this is Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil Saga. These are great. This is a great side view series. I'm like from the series of Shin Megami Tensei. I'm like I have to say that this is my favorite side view game of the series of Shin Megami Tensei. I'm like you can compare these to damn, I need to go play the first one again. I like the first one better than I did the second one. Besides, the second one gives you most of the answers from the first game you didn't know. These games are quite long. You can finish these games within like 40 hours. I'm like, of course, they are. Let me tell you what. Shin Megami Tensei is a very hard gaming series. As I said, yes, the enemies will kick your ass within like a minute or so. So you got to be careful what you do. So these are not that bad at all. I love these games. I'm like these. This is the best side view games in the series. I think. I enjoy those. Besides, this game only took me like a month to beat, and the second one just took me like a month to beat as well. I'm just kind of an extreme gamer. I mean, I basically finished my homework then played video games. And later on, after beating those, I received this. This is the Persona 3 portable game. Yet again, this is a very good game. I think Persona 3 Portable is the best version. even though it does not include the answers. I never beat the answers though, but well, I like this one a lot because you get to play as the girl and guy. First time I play as the girl. Second time I play as the guy. So I had a lot of time playing that. You can say I spent over 200 hours in that game with the girl and the guy. No, no, no. It was like 100 hours on both the girl and the guy. Combine that, total playtime I had with it was 200 hours. And I want to pre-order this as well. And yet again, it's still nice to own the special limited edition box of this game, but I wasn't really particularly into this game. It looked really cool when I first got it. And, well, I lost interest into it. The demon negotiation in this game was kind of hard. The first game and second game's demon negotiation was kind of hard because you could try to get your cards and to make your personas with. And the third and fourth game never did anything like that, so yeah. Okay, then later on, I bought, okay, this was used. I ordered this from another GameStop to go to my GameStop near where I live. Um, Shin Megami Tensei Devil Summoner. Um, versus Raido Kuzunoa versus the Army of Darkness, but they gave me the second game instead. Hey, I'm not gonna no lie, the second game's really good. I was like, do I need to play the first game to see in the second game? No, you don't. You can just play the second game if you want to. I'm like, okay, good, because I like to play in a certain I like to play in a series of games. Like in Final Fantasy, I kind of went out of order. Yeah, but besides first Final Fantasy game I played, it was out of order. I was playing 7, and I was like 9 or 10. It took me like a good year to beat it. And the last one, finally, I saved the best one for last because I enjoy this. Not the blank case. I don't enjoy the blank case. I enjoyed what game I bought inside the blank case. All my PS2 games are not here because I left them at a friend's house last night, and I'm ready to go over there and pick them up. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know what you can say, but yeah, I got Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. I paid big money for it at a GameStop, and you can get it for cheaper online for $20. Man, I'm so stupid that I didn't know that Amazon had that. So that's my Shin Megami Tensei collection, and there's many games in the series as well, but many of them did not came over here in America, cause I don't know why. So yeah, I'm real excited for Shin Megami Tensei 4 coming in next week, and I'm so freaking excited to get it next week. And I'm like, I just gotta wait for a good week. I'm sitting over here playing the last word for the Wii right now, and it's really good. So I might have to play more into it, but I'll see you next time for another game review that might come, or it probably be something else that I might do. So, anyway, but next time.